Hello everyone, Ben Williams out here today at Whitetail Properties in Old Tin Cup. 100 Proof podcast. A little sweat equity day. Drenched through. So what we're doing out here for a client that I help out with his food plots and plant for, but this one was completely overtaken with weeds. Bad timing. This was the last one we hit before a rain and didn't get a good kill on it. So we resprayed it and then sprayed it after we planted brassicas with some clethodim, and as you can see, torched off the grasses, but any broadleafs that were out here, aka our narrowleaf plantain, and the broadleafs didn't really get hit with that spray, obviously, because it's broadleaf. So everything you see out here right now is broadleaf, brassica, clover-based residual that's underneath a lot of it, and it looks kind of messy until you look down at it, and we got a lot of good clover. And then these brassicas are really starting to fill in the places where there's some gaps. And then obviously after that clethodim spray, you can see all the new brassicas coming up here. Lots of them. So, and you see the red in the photo, that's winter wheat. So we're top dressing this, put out a couple more pounds of radish on this plot, and then also planting our awnless soft red winter wheat out here. And we're putting about 100 pounds on this plot. It's a little over, I think, 1.6 acres, so we're going a little light on the radish and wheat, just because it's already got some brassicas in it. Some of them started popping, got shaded out, but some of them after this clethodim spray are really coming in really nice. You can see all these young ones poking up through that grass thatch now that the grass is dying back. So I like, if you have a grass issue, your brassica type species are a good one to be able to seed into that. Get your clethodim spray out, get your grasses taken care of, those late popping fall grasses. You got your panicums, and then some of the other annual and start of the biennial grasses and perennial grasses. It's not hitting them as hard, but you can see it absolutely torched a lot of this. We had a lot of, here's some panicum grass, a lot of that panicum. Some of it's not hit back all the way, but if you look at it, this is going to die and not produce a lot of seed. See how we got some yellowing and that darkness on the stalk there? Hopefully you can see that. Clethodim's doing its job out here controlling. This was heavy grass on this side, you can really see, and then you can really see the brassicas taking on strong in some of these patches. So we're just walking kind of over the top of everything with a light gate, and then we'll go back through in the spots that are really bare, like right here. You can see all the wheat that we're putting into the bare spots. Trying to fill out the tonnage for this fall. Labor Day weekend out here, and we are pouring sweat. We got a big rain shower coming today. It is muggy and buggy out here, but nice clover base that obviously didn't get burnt down with the glide spray early on, and then these plantain and a lot of these weed species that take off after that first layer of Queen Anne's lace and other residuals that were in this plot, like goldenrod, kind of got burnt out in the fleabane and stuff like that. So we'll get a good kill on it next year early. A couple sprays. We weren't spraying this till after turkey season, but I think we're gonna have to change our planting and planning going forward with it. But you can see right here, here's a spot I missed with the sprayer, and this gives you an idea of what the grass looked like in this whole plot. So you can see control, good grass kill, some broadleafs and the brassicas coming in, clover base, a lot of plantain out here, unfortunately, narrowleaf. But here's a spot that I missed with the sprayer. Look at all that panicum grass. And you can see this is not, that's nice, healthy green stem. So obviously this is not at all. You can see this strip right here of panicum that I missed. There's a few other little island splotches of grasses that just got missed, but all in all, got a really good kill on it. Good brassicas filling in here, and this will out really nicely. I mean, we're not looking for huge tonnage. This is ag country. It's not big woods country. This is actually the worst plot of all of them, and I'll do a plot from one that we took a real good amount of time before the tractor broke and actually prepped that seed bed really well. And it wasn't one, these ones were all pushed off. You can see the growth around the outside of these fields are great. The previous owner pushed these plots off with a bulldozer, scraped a lot of that good topsoil away, and ruined these plots. So now we're building back tillage radish, cereal grains. We're probably going to buckwheat this spring. This plot and the other two further to the west are doing so-so. Those other two are much better, but this one I wanted to show you guys the worst before we show you the best. So we'll do a tune in on this plot going forward with it. This is we call this one low blind is what the owner calls this one. We got to move some blinds around on this plot and spray paint touch jobs before season, and this thing will be ready to rock. But I'm gonna get the rest of the seed out. Got another 30 pounds to hit this area over here. This was heavy radish spread earlier up to probably about here, so I went really heavy with the wheat down here. I went probably 75 pounds of this. 100 pounds on this plot was back behind me here. More radish on this side of it, back in this little finger corner and stuff like that. And then that's going to actually get put into the 100 proof spring mix down in that back corner. So that's the other reason why I'm not too worried about that. And we'll do a little bit of wheat if we need to in that spot too. Depends on how this wheat pops. So that's your strategy for the day, guys. Don't let these plots go bare. You got plenty of time to get a grass kill on these if you got grass issues or other weed issues. I can plant cereal grains right up into October, but we're getting these out around Labor Day. It's my favorite time to get these in for cereal grain plots. And then clover will be going in on this probably next weekend when we got another rain coming, and can get the clover mixed up. So, but I want to get this cereal grain and the rest of the tillage radish out today to fill this plot in. So hope you guys found that tip helpful. We're going to do another video releasing in another day or two, so if you're checking this out real time, tune in another day or two and we'll do the update from the really prime plot back over there. And these were both planted with the same Brassica species, just one different prep time. This is more of your no-till setup, as you can see here. No tillage at all on this plot. I mean, very, very minimum scratching the surface. There was just too much duff here to get the drag on it and stuff like that. But we'll show you the other plot and how that worked up in a future video, so stay tuned for that. And keep your questions and comments coming in. Ben Williams from Whitetail Properties, Old Tin Cup, 100 proof whitetails. Signing out, guys. See you next time out here in the field. Take care.